Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do I have a motion to excuse those that are?
I will move to excuse board members Bauer and Cristelli from tonight's meetings.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to excuse board members Costelli and Bauer. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right, new business, budget presentation. Lisa.
Okay, I'm here to present the budget for 2025 through 2029. Start off, I do the same report every year and just add to it, so you know. This is our 10-year enrollment history. And for the 25-26 year, enrollment has been lowered a little. We had the 1629.58 is what we ended the year with. And we're budgeting 1607.27. This includes our Running Start, our open doors, and our transitional kindergarten. Any questions on enrollment? Okay, here's my 4-year enrollment projections. And I kind of tried to make all of the years the same because we don't know what's going to happen down the road. And it had to do with our finances too, of why I budgeted there. But as I did the roll down, when I got to the 4th year, you can see there's quite the drop. And that's because we have smaller classes coming in. And so when we get out 4 years, we have a lot of small classes. And with keeping Running Start, what it's running around 60 FTE, it really drops our enrollment down to 1548, but it can be adjusted in the coming years as new budgets are made. Next is our staffing history. And you can see on our history, we didn't print the bottom part. But we've gone up 1 in administration, and that's going to be our new principal at the middle school. And then we have increased in our classified staff because we've added program people within our lab program and our multilingual. And they don't show in the current year right now because these are all budgeted. The actual are 23-24 and back. The final S275 for the 24-25 year is not in until September 30th. Any questions on staffing? I know that certificate includes our administrators. So we're running about 100 teachers and the rest is administrators. This, according to our budget of the funded staff we have for basic ed, we're funded for 4.29 administrators, full-time administrators. For certificated staff, we get funding for 61.82. And for a classified funded FTE is the 18.51. This includes our secretaries, full-time custodial maintenance, library aide, nurses, and the print shop.
Quite the discrepancy, isn't it?
Excuse me?
Quite the discrepancy as far as what we're funded.
What we're
Versus
funded,
what-
yes, what we have. Okay, this is our 4-year budget for our general fund for the 25 year. Right now, the projection of the budget, this is if everybody who put in what they've encumbered is going to spend and that we get the revenues that are projected to come in. So this is an estimated fund balance. Yes, it's bigger than what we thought because there is some money being left on the table that will carry over till next year. So it inflates our fund balance a little. Okay, revenues are projected at 32 million. Our expenditures at 34. The plan is to transfer 562,000 out to our capital projects. That later I'll explain what that's for. And that would leave us at the year end of a 5,044,000, but ending fund balance. Here's a composition of our fund balance. So this is what is projected for year end, the 7 million. Restricted for carryover. That's what I was talking about, is the 477,000 is money we received will be carried over into the next year to be expended. Our non-fundable fund balance is our inventory through the print shop and the co-op. The unassigned fund balance is that's not assigned, but it does include that 562,000 that will be transferred to capital projects. And then our 2 million for board policy 6022 that requires me to keep a 6% fund balance. Here is our fund balance for the last 10 years. So the last one is just projected. And then I wanted you guys to know that dip where we see the real low is at the year we transfer the 2 million into the capital projects. That's why we have that big drop. Here's the expenditures by program. And they're broke out by the programs, regular instruction, special ed, vocational, compensatory ed, other instructional programs, our community service, which would include our co-op, that's why it looks big. And then our support services, which is the district office, custodial maintenance, food service. If you guys have questions, just stop me. Here's by activity, by our teaching activities, teaching support, food service, pupil transportation, and maintenance and operations, the co-op, other services, which would include the print shop, principal's office, and then the full administration district expenses. Here's by object, so you can see what we're spending on certificated salary, what's projected to spend. Classified salaries, employee benefits, supplies and materials, purchase services, travel, and capital outlay. This is the planned projects that the 562,000 that we're transferring will add to what we already have there, which is giving us just a little over 850,000. This is to re-roof the middle school gym and to do the ADA access retaining wall for the lower CTE areas. Here's our capital projects. Fund balance right now is at 291. Our revenues at 565 is what's projected. And then our expenditures, and the 565 includes the interest that's in the account. That's why it's a little bigger than the 562. And then our expenditures, which will leave us a fund balance of $6,400. We have no debt service. Our transportation vehicle fund, the beginning fund balance, 492,000. We expect to bring in about 729. This includes depreciation with the electric buses. Our depreciation has gone up, so we're bringing in more there that will allow us to expend about $1 million next year on more transportation. So we can keep our depreciation coming in on a regular basis and maximize it. Here's the composition of it, or the 4-year of transportation. Caleb and I have gone over this, and this is what we've projected out 4 years to happen.
Is the projection out at 28, 29, expecting that we have to purchase something because it goes up?
Yes, we
Okay.
hope to be able, we'll have depreciation coming in from buses that we put on the road. We won't receive it until then. So we're hoping that's how it works out.
Correct.
This is Associated Student Body. This is done between the advisors and the kids. And so I just put in the numbers of what they would like to see for their revenues and expenditures. Right now, they're at 176,000. They plan on bringing in 724,000, expecting expenditures of 770,000, which would leave them at a fund balance of 131,000. And that's the 4-year. And I just put the same numbers across because I don't know what kids are going to do, but their budget is usually pretty close every year of what they do. And then here is my budget timeline of what I do to complete the budget. I start in March and end in July 10th. And yet, we still have our budget hearing to do at the end of the July. And in August, I'll roll in the new budget, and then October, November, I'm closing the prior year. Any questions?
I don't have any.
I don't think we need to.
And I'm hoping that, I know I didn't get to meet with you guys as much as we had hoped. One time, I think I met with Michael. That's when I found out certain things the board would like. I hope I got them in. I do have contingency in there in case you guys decide something that I did not know about.
It's not much room for,
Not much room.
yeah, so there's really, yeah.
It is kind of a tighter budget this year.
You do a good job with that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we appreciate it. This is good. Let's hope our numbers stay steady and high, all around.
There's a lot of districts that would do anything to
Yeah,
have our numbers right now. So,
well, especially with we just don't know. There's just so much unforeseen for the future as far as funding, federal funding, state funding. Having a fund balance that's healthy is good.
And so on the federal programs that the OSPI has told us we may not receive because of what is going on
Yeah.
in politics. I did budget the revenue and the expenditure. Chris has a feeling that it would all get ironed out by November, December, and he thinks that funding will come in because it's already been approved. And so he recommended that we just keep both sides in. If we get it, we can expend it. If we don't, we won't.
I'm putting you on the spot, but do you know what that number would look like if the feds withheld funding?
For us, it's gonna be between 700,000 and 800,000.
Okay, so it's,
And that's gonna be our Title II program, which is our professional development. Our Title III, which is ELL, our Title V that helps with any kind of enrichment program. It can help with professional development. And Title IV, which is pretty much more enrichment money that we can use to help enhance classrooms.
yeah, it would be detrimental, but not. It's a small portion of the overall budget,
Yes.
which, yeah,
And the good thing for us is nobody's paid out of those funds. So I didn't have to figure out where we're gonna pay them. And so that money is mainly for supplies, for contracted services, is where we would use those funds.
so we just want to have those things to offer,
Right, we
Right,
wouldn't
but
have
we're not
those to
trying to-
offer.
figure out how to cut something that's already been committed to.
Mhm.
any other questions? Any public comment? Yeah. With that, does anybody want to adjourn or can we adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded during the meeting. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned. Right, now to the next one.